Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about Harry and Meghan and the things they've not been invited to. It's almost a bit of payback, karma, reaping what they've sown, if you like. So they were roasted, apparently, at the Golden Globes 24. More about that. Meghan also opted out of attending. The Suits stars were there, and Meghan's former co-star, when the interviewer says Meghan is very popular now, he answers, "I don't know why." And when asked why Meghan wasn't included with the rest of the Suits cast on a group chat, they replied, "We lost her number." So, as I said, nowadays it's more about how much Harry and Meghan have been excluded rather than invited. Harry's also been excluded from basically what is the wedding of the year, which is the Duke of Westminster's wedding this summer. As a royal, he was born into aristocracy and should have had an invitation to that wedding, just as his brother Prince William did, but he didn't. And Harry is also excluded from Sandhurst 200 top alumni of all time, which is really a big deal because that was his only career as a royal, according to him. And again, his brother is invited. And William even penned the foreword in this book. Meghan was excluded from the Golden Globe reunion with her former Suits co-stars and was mocked by comedian Joe Coy, who mocked both her and Harry. And, I quote, "How great was Imelda Staunton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? Her portrayal of the Queen was so good, Prince Harry called her and asked for money." Many people thought that was really funny, although the guy in general wasn't thought of as being that good a comedian. He also made a joke about Harry and Meghan still getting paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing, and that's just by Netflix. This was in front of the Netflix boss, who you could see blushing with embarrassment. Superstar Gabriel, and I don't know how to pronounce this name, Macht, has shared his thoughts on Meghan's possible return to the legal drama Suits, but he's managing to avoid talking about Meghan at the same time. So the rumours about her returning, and even returning to her old role of Rachel Zane, is just that, rumours. And also, I think, being used to test these co-workers of hers to see what they really think of her. Well, it's obvious that he did not want to speak about Meghan or even acknowledge her existence. When he was asked how much money did he think it would take to bring Meghan back, he responded with, and I quote, "I think the question is how much money would it take to bring me back?" He might as well have said, "Meghan? Who's Meghan?" So they're not afraid now to show their dislike of her. So whether it was because of the wedding where she sort of snubbed them, because although they were invited, they were not invited to the evening party, and considering that they were talked about as being her family, her co-stars, and they had to sit outside with all the crowds, so they didn't even get a place inside the chapel for the wedding. So to be not invited to their thing, is it payback? Seems a little bit petty, but can you blame them? Meghan also seems to have been dropped by WME after the book Endgame was released, and it was discovered then that she was the ghostwriter. Unbelievably, the book was called out by WME for its, and I quote, "unfair attack on Princess Kate." So as you would expect, there is an article now saying that Meghan turned down the Suits reunion at the Golden Globes. Not surprising, she always comes out with things like this afterwards, doesn't she? This was page 6 by Sarah Nathan. And what was Meghan's reason for not attending? You guessed it, the need for heightened security. And now the DSS on X are not just wishing Catherine happy birthday, but they're saying how proud they are to ensure her safety and well-being every step of the way. This was quite a statement. Obviously very reassuring for Catherine, but definitely, I think, rubbing Meghan's nose in it. The post was on X, and I quote, "Happy 42nd birthday to Catherine, Princess of Wales. but they're saying how proud they are to ensure her safety and well-being every step of the way. This was quite a statement. Obviously very reassuring for Catherine, but definitely, I think, rubbing Meghan's nose in it. The post was on X, and I quote, "Happy 42nd birthday to Catherine, Princess of Wales. When she visits the US, the Diplomatic Security Service is on duty, keeping her safe behind the scenes. We are proud to ensure her safety and well-being every step of the way." And then this hashtag Princess of Wales, hashtag Happy Birthday Catherine. So that's obviously going to make Catherine feel quite secure and quite safe. But let's see what Meghan and Harry come up with next, because this is bound to trigger something there. We're going to get the whole thing playing out with Meghan and Harry putting out something about how they desperately need protection, and I'm sure there'll be some imaginary event or car chase, something. And regarding my last video where I talked about the names coming out on the JE list, we know who I'm talking about. Yes, some of you were right. King Charles is on that list, but until more comes out on that, I won't be discussing that. I don't want to speculate, but it doesn't look good, and it doesn't look good the fact that he was very good friends with Jimmy Savile, the late Jimmy Savile. I've done a previous video about that as well, but I won't be talking about that until more comes out. And in the meantime, I'll leave you with something a bit more positive, which is a slideshow of the birthday girl. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.